Today we will see third lesson, groundwater. Now, you all know that we are getting from the water from the ground. Now, in every house we are having bore wells and wells. Now, when we dig the ground, we find some water. So, we are bringing that water and we are using for our purposes. And we are using the groundwater for drinking, and in the fields also we put bore wells and we bring the water up and we use it for irrigation purpose and also for household purpose. Now let us learn what is groundwater and what are the different types of rocks which are there under the ground. As the word groundwater, it tells that the water which is present under the ground. Suppose children, if you are having plants in your house, if you are pouring some water, you will find sometimes, after sometimes the water is not there. What is happening? The soil is observing or the water is getting percolated. So all the are is getting percolated into the soil, and when it rains also we observe some amount of water going down. So it goes down into the ground. So what is groundwater? The water which goes down into the soil and it will get accumulated below the ground, or it is getting collected below the ground in the rocks, pebbles, sands. That is called ground water. Now when you dig the ground, first you will find soil. Again, if you go little deep, you will find small pebbles and rocks. Again, if you go deep into the ground, you will find some stones and you will also find water. So that water is called as groundwater. Now, as I told you, there are different types of rocks under the ground. One top type of rock is Pervasive Rock. This rock, as you can see in the picture, it is having pores and cracks. And as it is having pores, means small minute holes. So when water is falling it can allow the water to pass through it. So these rocks contain water and it can allow the water to go through it. So what is pervasive rock means? Which is having cracks which contain water and water can pass through it. An example of pervasive rock is sandstone. And the next type of rock which is present under the ground is impervious rocks. And these rocks do not have any pores or cracks and water cannot pass through it. An example of this rock is granite and Kadapa limestone. Now, these types of rocks are present in Telangana. Now children, suppose if I am digging a well and as I am going down, if I find an impervious rock, I can stop digging the well because I know that even if I dig deep also, there will not be any water because impervious rock will not allow water to go through it. So whatever water is there, the water will be above the rock only. But if it is pervasive rocks, you all know that pervasive rock is having holes. So water will go through the rocks and some amount of water will be accumulated even under the rocks. So this is the two difference between pervasive and impervasive rocks. Next one is aquifer. Now what is it? The water is going under the ground and it is accumulating near the rocks. So the thickness of water, how much water is accumulating, whether 6 feet or 10 feet or 11 feet of water, if it is accumulating, then we can tell the aquifer. If more amount of water is accumulating, you will tell the groundwater is very good or the aquifer is good. What is it? We are having plenty of water under the ground. Now only 2 feet the water is there, then We are not having groundwater. The groundwater is not very good in that area. Now let us see what is an aquifer. The layer of water which accumulate under the ground among the rocks. The thickness of the aquifer determines the availability of groundwater. Now, in my field, if I tell the aquifer is good, what is the meaning of it? It means that the groundwater level, I am having more groundwater level in my field. Okay, children, thank you.